Good morning, everyone. We're here in Guatemala City again. Today being Thursday, 33rd edition of the International Racquetball Federation Junior Championships. Gary Mazeroff, Dean Shear, Pablo Fare, Ivan Valdez. We're here courtside. Boys 10 semifinals. Mexico, Garcia, Hernan con Ashe, no Ivan, versus Estuardo Ware the third, triple. He's the nieto, the grandson of the presidente of the federation, Dr. Estuardo Ware. So, tus pensamientos, señor Valdez. Well, obviously he's favoring the Mexicano who lives in Tijuana. He works for the IRF. He should be neutral. So the rules have changed past January as far as scoring. Best of 5 sets wins the match. 11 points, win by 2. Rally scoring. Each young man is entitled to 1 timeout of 1 minute in length each game. 2-minute break, no appeals. Our head official, Miguel Santiago, he hails from Puerto Rico. He lives in Killeen, Texas. So here we go. 0-0, game 1. Skip ball by Ware, point scored and serve earned. Mexico serving. That's 2-0. 2-0. Mexico. Oh, a serve, beautiful, beautiful serve down that right side wall. Good start for the young man from Tijuana. That's Baja California, for those not versed on geography. My cohort over here, Valdez, one of our professional refs, he lives a little bit south of there in Rosarito Beach. (4-0) game 1. Timeout taken by Ware, so he's used his resource for this game. We'll stay with you. This is the 33rd edition of the International Racquetball Federation Junior Championships. The first one in 1989 in Miami. It was part of the Orange Bowl Festival of Sports. Since then, with the exception of 2020, it's been an annual event. So if you look at the calendar, in a perfect world, it would be the 34th edition. But we were camera shy in 2020. The event was held in conjunction with the Adult Worlds last year, right here at this beautiful complejo. It is part of a sports park with multiple disciplines. We now have 10 racquetball courts. 2 of them are championship courts with sidewall, 40-foot long glass. Every court has back wall glass. Let's resume. 4-0 Mexico. Another point for Mexico, so an empty timeout for Guatemala. Short ball for those of you new to the game. The ball must clear that middle line, which is called the short line. Server must drop the ball 1 time, strike it into the front wall, and then the ball must clear that middle line, the short line. It may strike either side wall on its way. Once the rally has begun with the successful return of serve, it's almost as if anything goes, with the exception of the ball clearing the back glass. Ball down. Mexico leads in game 1, 7-0. Short ball. I'll be joined a little bit later, midday, with my cohort, Gustavo Farel. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the IRF networks. So Ware is now on the board, scoring his first point in game 1, 1-7. Side out and point earned, 8-1. Next up on this show court will be girls 14. Long serve. Ball may not hit the back wall until it's bounced on the serve. That's called a Z ball, a Z serve. Great point, won by Ware. These folks are in the bleachers here. Ball down. Scores 9-3 in game 1. So now we have first game point. He had already called his timeout. If he called a timeout, it would be a demora, delay. Right, Ivan? Ivan has worked for the IRF as a professional referee for, it seems like 25 years, but probablemente 15 más o menos. 12. 12 años. Gracias, amigo. So the second game point for the Mexicano. And Ware will have nothing to that. He scores another point. So it's 5 serving 10. Make that 6-10. Estuardo Ware the third. He's on a roll here. And a game point earned by the Mexicano. 11-6. We'll be back. Well, we're going to stay here, but we'll start the second game in 2 minutes. Mexico leading 1-0. So this is day number 6 of 8 competitive days here in Guatemala City, the capital. We streamed 10 matches yesterday. I believe today we're going to stream that many, maybe one more. That's correct. Last match will be 6 p.m. Central Time, U.S. and same time in Guatemala City. So every 45 minutes in a perfect world, we start at 10:30, 11:15, noon, etc., all the way, including 6 p.m., which means, according to our math, 11 broadcast matches today. You go to the International Racquetball Federation website, you can probably see that schedule, but we'll inform you of the tentative schedule because things do change. So game 2 here, Mexico serving, having won game 1, 11-6. Punto. Ivan, una pregunta. Hernan tiene 10 o 11 años, o 9. So he's 9 years old. He has another year, un año más, in the 10 and under. So next year when we have the junior championships, he'll probably be 4 inches taller. It's fascinating how the young men and women grow in 1 year. This year we have 21 and under. Male, female, double, singles and doubles, as well as mixed. So Ware scores here. Should be 1-3. Thank you. Make that 4-1 coming into serve. Garcia. Tijuana is on the border, short distance from San Diego, in cerca de la frontera, actually at the border, California and Baja California. Oh, great shot, backhand snap, winner from where? Impresionante, señor, no? Both of these players coached by a Mexicano. Aron Palomino from Chihuahua City is actually the Guatemalan head coach. He has been for 2 years. And Garcia's father also headed on, but he spells his name with a G, a he. So it's Gernan. And his kid spells it with an H, an H. Fascinating. So we're in game 2. It's 5-4 in favor of Mexico. That's called a blast. Ball hits front wall, back wall on a fly and arrives at the front wall again, having taken but 1 bounce. It's in the rule book under the multi-bounce rules. Back up top, ceiling ball. Wide angle pass. Ball live. What a rally. Aplausa, huh? Rally won by Mexico. So another point, 6-4 or 7-4. That ball looked good. Ace serve. What was the call? Wayne Sake, good serve. So it's 9-4 now. Timeout on the floor from Team Guatemala. He's used his 1 timeout. And the other player may leave the court, as you see. This is semifinal, boys 10 singles. Next up will be girls 14 singles.
Who passes the flag to William Bell from Birmingham. Give a big round of applause. Wielkie brawa. Do zobaczenia w Birmingham.
La capital, Guatemala City. 1 million inhabitants. City limit. Central area is a lot larger. Central up to 8 million people. So resume play here. 9-4 Mexico. Santiago called a short serve, second serve. So that's called a Z-lob. That's called a blast miss hit. Get out of the way. Oh, he did. Point scored. And Ware earns the serve. 5-9, game 2. Excellent serve. Nice, kind of nonchalant, but successful nevertheless. Six, 9. Another point. 7-9. Those are good serves. Getting weak returns from Garcia. Had he cut that off and hit his opponent, it could have been an avoidable call, but he chose to let it go. Oh, nice. Garcia regroups and rolls the ball out right side. So now we have game point numero uno in el segundo set. Claro que sí, amigo. Good game, says Ivan. 11-7, both sets in favor of Team Mexico. So we'll take a break and be back here in Guatemala in 2 minutes.
Who passes the flag to William.
We're back live here, Guatemala City. Game 3, boys 10 years of age. Mexico, Guatemala. Empate 1 iguales. Estuardo Ware the third. Oh my, that's a faux pas. Little French for you folks. 2-1 Mexico. Unfortunate. Next match for broadcast will be girls 14 singles between Bolivia and Mexico. Blackwood, Bolivia, Farias, Mexico. Meanwhile, Garcia serving to Ware here. Back up top. He's got to move his feet. And he did not. It cost him. Point for Mexico. 3-2. Cuatro dos. Short serve. Appreciate everybody tuning in to the IRF networks. We'll be streaming today, 11 matches tomorrow, and the finals on Saturday as well. The tournament formally ends Saturday afternoon at which time we'll have the premios, the awards presentation here at the 33rd edition of the Junior World Championships. That's called a whiff, point for wear. Nice. Fist pump from Ware the third. Empate 4-4. Once again, Miguel Santiago. He's been around as long as Valdez has as an IRF referee. They're professional refs, folks. They're paid for their services. They're highly qualified. A lot of training regimen to which they've been exposed. Here we go. 5-4. Mexico trying to close this out. Skip ball. He puts his arm up. After the score is called, each player has 10 seconds to be ready to do what they're supposed to do. Put the ball in play and or be ready to receive. Gracias, señor. 7-4. Siete sirve a cuatro. Oh, nice. Muy suave, ¿no? Mucho talento, sí, sí. Smooth, smooth. Oh, cinco. Our scoreboard is incorrect. It's 5-7. We'll change it. It should be 8-5. Back up top. Good clear by Garcia. Does it again. Ball live. Handcuffed Ware along that right side wall. That's called a wallpaper ball. Two points from the match and earning an opportunity in the final. Great serve. So, match point number one, Ivan. And there it is, match point. 3 games for Mexico, 0 games for Guatemala. Boys 10, semifinal. We're here in Guatemala City at the 33rd edition of World Junior Championships. Thank you to the local organizing committee led by Estuardo Ware's the third's grandfather, Dr. Estuardo Ware. Luke St. Ange joining us in Colorado Springs, and Osvaldo Maggi and his group here at the Complejo de Racquetball. So we'll break. Next match up will be girls 14 singles, Bolivia, Blecut versus Mexico. Farias, this is Gary and Ivan signing out for now.